Welcome back and happy Sunday. I'm Josephine Sage. Let's talk weather. We're noticing what we're expecting, what we're looking at in terms of those weather headlines. We're noticing those temperatures are returning back to average tomorrow. So yes, those afternoon highs were a little bit above those averages today by maybe about 5-10 degrees, but we're dropping down just a few degrees as we have been through the weekend, because by the time we get into Monday, we'll be sitting right back around what we're typically used to for those seasonal normals. Partly cloudy skies are also moving back in. We've had lots and lots of sunshine these past couple of days, but then yes, we are looking at some of those intermittent clouds moving on, and especially during the afternoon and early evening hours as we jump into the work week. Now we also are still looking at maybe a slight chance for spring showers to move on in as we're watching kind of this low pressure unsettled system move on in from the Great Basin. This is kind of a wider look at that. Again, all this warm air is just getting a little bit pushed on out and being replaced by this closed low. But this system, like I mentioned, it's not very strong, it's not very mature. Those storms might dissipate by the time they reach the western slope, but overall we are still maybe looking at those slight chances for showers in the valley. The high regions might be getting just a tad bit more because of those cooler temperatures. This is what we're looking at in a magnifying glass on that as we've kind of watched it move on through today. We're noticing maybe just a little bit of some rain as we look on the east side of Salt Lake City, and then it's going to continue to push on through maybe that central Utah region, because as the time we wake up tomorrow, this might kind of trickle on into the western slope, but again, because of these warm temperatures, it might dissipate before we kind of wake up tomorrow. Maybe just bring a little bit of a jacket tomorrow if you're headed out and about. Now, earlier today, we were hitting those 77-degree afternoon highs for both Grand Junction and Delta, just a few degrees behind as we look towards Montrose, Nucla, Paonia, Parachute, Glenwood Springs. Those higher elevation regions are also still in those mid to upper 60s, what we were feeling today. Those desert valleys, Moab, Green River, even Monticello have dropped just below that 80-degree range, but still hanging out in those upper 70s. Now, our almanac does show us that we were still above those seasonal averages by several degrees today, more than several degrees today. Same on that low end of things, pushing about a full maybe 8 to 10 degrees above what we're typically used to. But again, like I mentioned, we're dropping just a few degrees as we look into tomorrow to return back to those mid 60s. Now, Curly and Daisy are hanging out with me for the very last day today. We're noticing tomorrow, Monday, dog walking forecast, cloudy skies return, and those peak temperatures are a lot of it cooler, but still quite pleasant, with those kind of upper 50s reaching us by the kind of later afternoon hours. And we're also looking at, of course, these averages sticking around, but there's still that slight chance for maybe a hard freeze in about the next week. Our typical last freeze is April 22nd. That's just around the corner. And Discovery Auto Group's 7-day forecast does have those spring-like temperatures, those spring-like skies continuing with us as we jump into maybe Wednesday, Thursday, a little bit of some overcast skies through Friday, but then sunshine is still returning on Saturday and Sunday, this next upcoming weekend. And Montrose is just a few degrees behind. Yes, tomorrow 50s like I mentioned, but then returning back into the 60s for the rest of the week.